Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for a gameplay of Genshin Impact. If this is your first time here, my name is Eric. Today we're going to do Emilie's story quest, Pomum de Ambra, and I haven't even had a chance to trial her yet. And I haven't done Simulanka yet either, but I'm going in blind. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Let's claim. Let's unlock her story quest. Boom. Wow, there we go. Floral de Blood Dew, Pomum de Ambra, Chapter Act 1. Get the quest. Alright, top note, Floral Debt, Port Ormos has been exceptionally lively lately. It looks like preparations for something big are underway. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Port Ormos. Haven't been there in a minute. Let's get going. That's Telly over there. Like Teletubbies, man. Teletubbies, there we go. Teleport over there. Probably nobody knows what that is unless you're like around my age, man. I don't know what Gen Z and Alpha watched growing up. I had no idea. Probably Peppa Pig or something. Or maybe that was maybe that's even too old for them, man. I don't know, dude. What did Gen Z and Gen, if you're Gen Z or Gen Alpha out there, let me know. What did you guys watch growing up? Probably Skibbity Toilet or whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. I never watched like a single video of it. I just seen like the screenshot. I'm like, nope, that shit ain't for me, man. I'm too old for that crap. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Oh, Tighnari, man. Cool. I haven't seen him for a while.
I told him to spray it with water to retain moisture before applying the film. You can't treat a glaze lily like a cactus. If Sanjay does this again, the loss will have to come out of his food expenses.
Sanjay's in trouble, man. Sanjay's gonna be starving.
I'll go talk to him. At this rate, he won't even be able to afford eating cacti for much longer.
Oh. Nice mustache.
Hey, Tighnari!
Hey.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. What brings you to Port Ormos?
We didn't have anything to do, and this place looked pretty lively, so we decided to stop by. But, what's with all the flowers around here?
Hey, don't judge Paimon. He's a flower boy.
Well, Port Ormos is currently organizing a flower exhibition featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat, so I came to help out.
Nice.
The exhibition includes flowers from every corner of the world, each with their own unique properties and needs. With that in mind, the curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Okay, it's no weed growing there, right?
Even so, an expert is still required to develop tailored transportation and care plans for each type of flower.
Oh, and that expert is you, right?
Not this time, no.
Oh.
I'm just here to help out. The expert in charge is someone else.
All right, here we go. I bet it's Emilie.
Mr. Tighnari!
Oh.
Sanjay!
Never mind.
He confused the poisonous bulbs with garlic shoots, and he ate them!
Oh my gosh.
Never mind. Forget about what I said about the food expenses.
Man.
Apologies, traveler, Paimon. Looks like I've got something to take care of. I'll be back in just a moment.
All right. Go cure his poison, man. Don't let him die.
He's busy no matter where he is, huh?
Mm-hmm. Too many people are careless about what they eat. Too many people don't do as they're told. All right, let's do this one. Paimon's probably going to feel judged.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yep.
Hey, don't look at Paimon like that. Paimon is super careful about what she eats. Well, looks like Tighnari might be busy for a while. Let's take a look around the port in the meantime.
All right, sounds like a plan, Paimon. Dude, I'm so happy to hear Paimon's voice. I'm one of the few people who likes Paimon, honestly. Like, I haven't done a voice dialogue quest in a while, so it was really good hearing Paimon again. I don't know, she's just like a bratty little sister, you know? Bratty baby sister.
Look at these flowers! They smell so...
What?
So...
Alright, that takes some voice acting skill, like the fake a sneeze. Huh? Oh, here we go. Here's her moment. There we go. They didn't even show her face. They're gonna do like a reveal. Like a reveal shot. Here we go. Something wrong? You feeling okay?
Paimon's... fine. She's just got a little...
Paimon has allergies, huh? Alright, she has a very cute sneeze, man. I have to admit.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilia's? No wonder.
Yeah, why do they have to zoom in on her chest, dude? Like, oh my gosh, look at that. She's just like little petals covering, you know, the nips or whatever. Jeez, man. Hoyo, dude. They could be a little more subtle with this design, honestly. Like, come on, man. If those things blow up, like, is it see-through underneath?
It's getting worse.
I don't know why that's so funny. Like, man, that's some really good voice acting. Maybe you're sick. Should we go find Tighnari?
But, I was fine just a moment ago. She didn't even eat
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Oh, damn. Look at those shoes.
If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Oh, her voice is a little deeper than I was expecting. I guess it makes sense. She's kind of like serious type. Like a bookworm type.
Oh, the scent is so nice. Wait!
You can talk normally now.
Whoa, that was fast. Paimon doesn't have to sneeze anymore.
Must have been the incense. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine you two aren't from Sumeru either.
God, they still haven't shown her face. Like, they're really keeping us waiting, you know? Keeping us on our pins and needles here.
Seeing as we're both travelers from abroad, it's only right that we help each other out should the occasion arise.
Oh, so you're here for the flower exhibition too?
Oh my god, look at that. Like, the flower's barely hiding her face. There we go.
I suppose that's accurate. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emilie, a perfumer from Fontaine.
Nice. Look at that, man. Okay, like, I don't know, man. I know a lot of people don't like her design, like they feel it's a little too busy, but I think I mentioned this in the trailer when I was reacting to the trailer. Like, in action, like in the game, it doesn't look that bad to me, honestly, in motion.
Paimon is Paimon. Thank you so much for your help just now. Oh, and this is...
The Traveler, right?
Oh,
I've heard a lot about you from the Steambird.
We're famous.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
I've heard a lot about you as well, although I didn't expect to run into you in Sumeru.
What happened back there? Why did Paimon start sneezing all of a sudden?
Have you ever heard of hay fever?
I think so, but I don't know much about it.
To put it simply, when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
Oh.
But Paimon has seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing weird happened then.
There's a combination of them, Paimon.
Well, we're all different. The factors that can trigger a reaction to certain stimuli vary by person. In isolation, the effects of certain pollens may seem minimal, but inhaling various types at once can trigger a more overt reaction.
Dude, I know about allergies from firsthand. I had horrible allergies when I was a kid.
But there's no need to worry. Pollen allergies can be effectively mitigated with the use of medication.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's good.
Traveler.
Oh.
Paimon.
There he is.
There you are. Is everything all right?
Yep.
I
now
left
it
in
is.
such a hurry, I forgot to warn you about all the pollen in the air.
Yeah, Paimon was not having a good time, but Emilie helped us out.
Emilie? Ah, what a coincidence. Looks like my worry was misplaced then. The Traveler and Paimon are in good hands.
It was nothing, really. We happened to run into each other shortly after my arrival, and I offered them a bit of help, that's all. I'm more curious as to why you thought the Traveler and Paimon were in danger. Allergies are highly unpredictable. If you were concerned the pollen might trigger a reaction, that must mean something similar has happened in the past.
Something like that, yeah.
Remember the first time we met?
Ooh.
You fainted after inhaling Spirit Borneal.
Nice, I need to take a screenshot of that. Okay, here we go. That was an allergic reaction, but Paimon was the victim this time.
The Spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she's the one suffering. It makes no sense.
I'm so glad we can hide
something
dialogue
you
now.
can
That's
make
cool.
sense out of, Paimon. There are all kinds of allergies out there, caused by a variety of different factors. Some people are even allergic to almonds. It's not something you can generalize.
Maybe I should try this on auto for a minute. No?
Exactly.
There we go.
I even encountered a case in Fontaine where someone had an allergic reaction to soba noodles their family brought back from Inazuma.
Oh. Damn, that must suck. Soba's delicious. Okay, will it play automatically if I have the dialogue hidden? I don't think so. Like, this would be a really long pause, even for Genshin. Okay, it looks like it's not. Okay,
Whoa.
never mind.
Good thing Paimon isn't allergic to anything delicious.
Are you a doctor, Emilie?
In a manner of speaking, although you could say the patients I deal with are rather unusual.
Okay, in
In
what way?
addition to medicine, Emilie is also very knowledgeable about botany. She's taught me a lot about the native flora around Fontaine.
And that's where my expertise ends, I'm afraid. When it comes to breadth of knowledge, Tighnari certainly comes out on top.
On top of who? No, just kidding. I'm just joking. Just kidding.
Oh, Paimon's got it! You must be the expert Tighnari mentioned, the one in charge of the exhibition!
Wrong again, I'm
Oh,
afraid.
man. I thought she was, too.
Well, I did come for the exhibition, but only to inquire about the Auguste variety. I'm not involved in any official capacity.
I'm playing in this in the month of August.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it right this time.
The Auguste variety? What's that?
It's a kind of flower that was once popular in Fontaine. The perfume made from it also bears the same name, Auguste.
Auguste.
Auguste, huh? That's not a name you hear often nowadays.
In an ancient language, the word is said to mean sacred or noble. It's sometimes used as a name for people as well.
Yep.
Ah, that reminds me. Are you familiar with a historical event in Fontaine known as Perfume Mania?
Not really.
Perfume Mania was an event that occurred in Fontaine nearly 20 years ago.
Oh god, is this like Tulip Mania, like in the Netherlands in the 1600s or whatever that was? Oh god.
It all started when several merchants released their own lines of high-end, expensive perfumes, marketing them as must-have luxury products, the very symbol of elegance itself.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going with this.
No one anticipated the absolute frenzy this would create on the market, causing the price of perfumes to skyrocket.
Yep, same thing as Tulip Mania in real life.
The demand was twofold. What some saw as a status symbol, most saw as a money-making opportunity. You could take advantage of the soaring price by hoarding them and reselling at even higher margins. The value of these products became so inflated, regular bottles of perfume were even going for hundreds of thousands of mora. This resulted in countless disputes and scams. But at the end of the day, perfume is just perfume. The market value greatly exceeded the intrinsic worth of the product, creating an economic bubble that was never going to last.
Yep.
Luckily, the Palais Mermonia recognized the danger and intervened before the craze could truly spread. Many profiteers and scammers were thrown in jail as a result. In the end, only a few wealthy families were affected when the bubble popped.
That's good. It really could have been a lot worse.
What does all this have to do with that Auguste you mentioned earlier?
Well, during the craze, the most popular perfume was none other than Auguste. The demand far exceeded the supply, to the point where it once sold for 10 million mora a bottle.
Wow, 10 mil a bottle.
10
Jeez.
million? What about now?
Calm down, Paimon.
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned to a normal price. Auguste was the only exception. Its namesake, the flower used to create it, went extinct. As a result, no new bottles of Auguste have been made, and the value of the perfume remains exceedingly high.
The flower went extinct?
Indeed. The Auguste flower was not a natural variety, you see. It was specially cultivated for use in perfume making. When the bubble popped, all the flower beds used for its cultivation were destroyed in a fire.
Wow.
The variety has never been seen since.
But didn't you say you came to the exhibition to look for it?
Ah, yes. I came to investigate a certain rumor that the Auguste flower has reappeared in Sumeru. It's causing quite the stir in the Fontaine perfume market.
Okay.
Traveler, we should help Emilie look for it.
It's just a rumor, Paimon. There's no way it's that easy to find. Paimon just wants 10 million more.
I have to agree. Emilie wrote me
I
to
do too,
ask
though,
if I
honestly.
could look into the rumor. But the forest rangers haven't received any reports of new plant species recently.
Even if I can locate the flower, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed, Paimon. I don't have any grand mora-making endeavors planned. Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiments, to be sure. But to me, they overshadow the very essence of the product. When it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the prestige and focus on the beauty of the fragrance itself.
Nice.
Wow, so noble.
Of course, there's also a more practical reason. In recent years, low-grade counterfeit versions of Auguste have been popping up on the Fontaine perfume market. Every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of Auguste, and the rumor mill will start comparing the counterfeits to my own work.
Knockoffs, man. Knockoffs.
Okay, that's more like the reason Paimon had in mind.
Ever since that rumor started, 3 new perfumes claiming to be made from the Auguste flower have appeared on the market. If I can dispel the fanaticism surrounding Auguste, even just by proving the rumor to be false, Fontaine's perfume market can finally start to get back to normal. Then I'll be free from all the stories and added meaning and just focus on making what I like.
That's what we all want to do, Emilie.
That makes sense.
Wish it wasn't about money. Either way, even if it's not for Mora, we can still help you out.
Oh, I would of course be grateful for your help, but I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Well, you said it yourself. We're both travelers from abroad, so it's only right that we help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you're right. then you have my thanks.
No problem.
Based on the information I have so far, it's unclear if the rumor is true. Mr. Edgar also thinks it's too early to say. But you could always go talk to him. He was there all those years ago, after all. Maybe he'll know something.
Huh, I was just about to pay him a visit at the hotel.
Edgar? Who's that?
Yeah, who's that?
The person you've been trying to guess this whole time.
Oh,
The flower expert in charge of the exhibition.
okay.
He's also the most respected and experienced perfumer in the area.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't turn out to be a villain or something.
Back
you know?
when he was still working in Fontaine, Auguste was his creation.
Okay, so he's the inventor of Auguste. Wow.
I should also mention, he was my teacher, the one who taught me the basics of perfumery when I apprenticed in Sumeru.
So this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Sumeru to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
Yeah.
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
Okay, sounds like a plan. You know what? Emilie's voice sounds more like a mommy voice to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't expect a medium female character in Genshin to have a voice like that serious and deep. You know? Okay, why does this? Okay, that's a world quest, right? Let's not go into that yet, because then I'm gonna get sidetracked, and that's probably not gonna be voice dialogue either. Probably has nothing to do with the story quest. So let's go to the hotel in Fontaine and see what's up. All right. So that's all the way over here, right? No? Where is it? Hold on. Is the hotel here in Port Ormos? Wait. Okay, yeah, it's closer. There we go. I really wasn't paying attention to where the marker really was. I was like, is it Hotel de Board? No, it's this hotel. Okay, we've never been inside that building, have we? Like, we probably passed by here a million times, but we've never gone inside there. Probably won't still, but
Oh, look at all the flowers!
it'll be interesting seeing this building put to use, you know?
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel and surrounding buildings. They're being used as temporary storage facilities and lodging for exhibition personnel.
Seems a bit excessive.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that Mora back?
Seems like they might have more to burn. Oh. Is that him? The old guy? That's Edgar?
It's been so long. I almost didn't recognize you, Edgar.
Well, you
Oh,
and
shoot.
your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh, his voice sounds kind of evil.
Oh, yeah. Look, all this catching up is nice and all, but let's get down to business. We need to talk about Kyria.
Kyria.
Is he?
Hold on, we have guests.
Oh.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Oh. Cool.
Emily? Is that you? Oh, it's been years.
Look at this
Look
perv.
at you.
Okay.
You're all grown up.
Okay, where are his eyes looking? Hold on. Okay.
I've heard you've become quite the famous perfumer in Fontaine. It would seem the student has surpassed the master.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to your mentorship.
Ah, hardly. I taught you the basics. Hearing you call me master, well, I'm not sure I'm deserving of that title. I've taught many students here in Sumeru over the years, but I've yet to see one turn out quite as accomplished as you. You're the only one who can take credit for that success. And who are these two? I don't recall you mentioning them in your letter.
Like, who's this floating baby next to you?
Ah, they're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Edgar.
Emily's friends. Well then, the pleasure is all mine.
And these two gentlemen?
Oh, damn.
Are they friends of yours, Master?
He's swole, dude. Damn, dude. Why is he all being like that, man? Maybe he's jealous or something?
Of course. We're perfume merchants from Fontaine.
Okay, dude. You just sounded sus right there.
I'm Ood, and this
Ood.
here is my younger brother, Blaze.
Blaze.
Edgar and the two of us are old friends. Isn't that right, gentlemen?
Ood and Blaze. Wow, those are some weird names, dude. Ood Blaze.
Yes.
Okay.
Merchant Brothers?
Like Mario Brothers?
You must be here to look for the August flower then.
Oh, I bet these guys are gonna be the villains, I bet.
Well, what respectable perfume merchant hasn't heard of Auguste? Anyone in the business would be interested in the rumors.
I'm guessing you're here for the same reason, Emily. We were just about to get into it, so you three might as well join in.
Okay, Ood has like a slimy voice, dude. I'm sorry.
I commissioned a few eremites to do some scouting for me. They searched all over Sumeru, but there were no sightings of the Auguste flower. That being said, there are people in Port Ormos who claim to have smelled a unique fragrance on the streets. Definitely floral, but still distinct.
At least it was floral, it wasn't something else.
Some of them were merchants who lived in Fontaine 20 years ago. According to them, the fragrance smelled exactly like the Auguste they remember from back then. A one-of-a-kind, divine, and noble scent.
Damn, what did that smell like?
Maybe someone around here just happens to have a bottle of Auguste from back then.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Even if someone had a bottle that was never opened, the fragrance of the perfume would have changed over time. Very few perfumes can go decades without a change in scent.
I bet it smelled like Black Swan's armpits or something.
Auguste is even more
Just
prone
kidding.
to that kind of shift.
Oh,
Only
Lord.
a few bottles still exist in Fontaine, and their scent would have completely degraded by now. Although, could there be a flower out there with a similar fragrance? Or in accord with the same base notes?
Impossible! If Auguste were that easy to replicate, it would never have sold for such a high price all those years ago. The Auguste flower is back. It has to be.
Or maybe it smelled like Jean's armpits, who knows?
Technically
Jeez.
speaking, the scent wouldn't be impossible to imitate.
Actually, hers probably smelled like dandelions or
Well,
something.
let's table that question for now. Edgar, did any of those people mention where the scent was coming from?
Yeah.
No. By the time they realized they had smelled something, the scent was already gone. If I hadn't asked about it, they probably wouldn't have given the experience a second thought.
What if it was coming from like an outhouse or something?
Compared to things we see and hear, smells can be much easier to overlook.
I don't know if I agree with that, honestly.
It almost sounds like someone wearing the Auguste fragrance passed them on the streets.
Wait, are you saying...
Just thinking out loud. Don't pay me any mind.
Okay, Mr. Sus.
We don't have much to go off of right now, but we can't rule out that possibility. I'll send some more people to investigate. You all traveled so far to be here. Why don't you rest in the hotel for a bit? Oud, Blaze, this is the key to your room.
Okay.
Ooh, you've got the keys to the rooms? Do we get free lodging too?
Come on, Paimon.
My apologies. All the rooms in the hotel are accounted for, I'm afraid. Most are being used for storage ahead of the exhibition, you see.
Okay.
I managed to tidy up one of the rooms for these two at the last minute, but by the time Emilie wrote to me, there was no more space left for her to stay.
Okay, where's she staying then?
Oh, and we just showed up out of the blue. Guess that means there's definitely no space for us.
I should have been more considerate. Here I am with an entire hotel at my disposal and no place to offer you to stay, even after you made the trip all the way to Sumeru.
Don't worry, Master. I can sleep on the boat tonight.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I could even camp in the wild.
Yeah.
It would give me the opportunity to collect some plant specimens while I'm here in Sumeru.
It is really nice. We could sleep in this big ass tree right here. I'm familiar with the Sumeru wilderness. I'll come with.
Ah, even better.
Oh.
Although, would it be possible for me to leave some of my luggage here? It would be rather cumbersome to take it camping. It shouldn't take up too much space.
Well, about that.
What? Uh-oh. Oh god, why are they looking at each other? It seems like Edgar and the others don't want anyone to stay near the hotel, but they're also trying not to arouse suspicion. I'm not just imagining things, am I? Look at that, dude. They're being so obvious.
Of course, no trouble at all. My brother and I will keep an eye on them for you, as long as you don't mind, mademoiselle.
Okay, I don't trust these guys at all. Hopefully Emily's like outsmarting them and this is part of her plan or something.
All right then. Oud, why don't you take Emilie inside and find a suitable place for her luggage? I'll prepare some refreshments and join you in a bit.
All right, Edgar. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so we need to enter the hotel. Okay, we've never been inside here. That's cool. We'll get to actually go inside of it. Nice. Press the wrong button there. I just jumped.
I'm sorry I couldn't offer you a room.
No problem, man. No problem.
It's all right, Master.
Yeah.
I know it was sudden.
I'll be sure to make it up to you with a nice cup of tea.
Nice. Okay, that should make up for not having a room tonight. Nice cup of tea. All right, can we go inside now? Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, cool. Nice. Look at all those bottles, man. I mean, those are probably like reused assets from the alchemy event, but they still look cool, man. right, what is this? We got a bed in here, some zaytun peaches next to it in case you're hungry. You need a midnight snack before you go to bed. There's like an alchemy station right here. This is cool. I mean, it's not really that big. It's just the room that they made a model of, but it's still a nice touch. And I love that stained glass effect. That's really cool. There's even a flower stand in here. The stand displays flowers from various nations. Looking at the flower pot in the middle, the soil seems to have been disturbed recently. Uh-oh. Okay, is that a clue? All right, enter the hotel. We just did that. Why is it saying higher? There's something that I'm missing in here that I need to do before I head out? Hey, maybe not. Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to go in here. That's what it meant by enter the hotel. Oh, I went to the wrong door. Got it. So I went into Edgar's room. Okay, so that wasn't even the hotel. Nice. Let's see if how big they made this. Maybe they put like a full lobby and everything, just like the hotel de board. Oh, here we go. Looks like we're gonna get like a little montage. Yep. Cool.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here? There's still so many flowers. Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks like this exhibition is gonna be huge.
Do all perfumers have houses filled with flowers?
No, that's a florist thing. We work closely with the essential oils of various plants. But to maintain a sharp sense of smell, most perfumers prefer to keep their homes free of strong odors.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
What's behind this door? That's kind of nosy, right? Just walk into someone's room and be like, what's in that door?
Oh, this room seems to be a connected suite.
Ah.
My brother will be staying on the other side of the
Okay,
suite.
I doubt it is. This is like a Chekhov's gun type of thing right here.
Blaze?
Like they wouldn't point it
while
out
you're
if there's no
Why don't you
significance.
bring our luggage over as well?
Okay. Blaze is the muscle, I guess.
Damn, Blaze!
Damn. Dude, he's your brother, not your slave.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
All right,
He's spacing
then.
out, man.
Where can we find your luggage, mademoiselle? Blaze will go fetch it for you.
Like thinking about what's in the closet,
It's
dude.
still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine.
Okay.
Could I trouble you to bring that back as well? It would be the perfect way to repay you for your hospitality.
How generous. I should thank you on my brother's behalf. You've stumbled upon his weakness.
Wow.
He's aloof about most things, but alcohol is his one true...
Wow. Okay. So his brother, he just straight up called his brother an alcoholic like that. Blame it on the alcohol,
Is that
man.
so?
Oh. Amber wine. Now that's a Fontaine specialty I've never heard of before.
Mr. Oud, Mr. Blaze, thanks for...
Hey, what are you doing?
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Is he getting robbed?
That's Master's voice.
Uh-oh. Quick, let's go see what's going on. I didn't even read that line. Okay, let's see here. All right, what's going on out there? And I need to remember my buttons for this game. Oh, shoot. As you rush out the hotel, you detect a unique fragrance coming from outside.
Edgar!
Uh-oh. What happened to him?
Master!
Uh-oh.
Hey, Edgar. Are you all right? Can you hear me?
Who did this?
Kyria,
Oh, crap.
August.
Kyria has the August scent? Oh, crap. Is he poisoned? Oh, shoot.
Kyria!
Hey, Edgar? Edgar!
Oh, damn.
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can...
We'll investigate the scene. We'll try to see where the culprit went.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, Emily. I get it. Just take care of Edgar. All right, hold on. Let's see what she has to say if we talk to her.
Skin is flushed. Pupils are dilated. But he's still breathing.
Okay, good. All right, hold on. Let me just take a quick picture here, guys. Let me just take a quick picture of this. Just for evidence, you know, evidence of the crime scene. Let me just hide the character really quick. Boom. Hide the UI. Boom. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we just need this out for the record for evidence right here. There we go. And I think that's good. I think that's good right there. I think that's a good shot. Boom. There's our evidence for this case right there. That's what happened at the crime scene. Now we need to draw like a chalk outline around him. We even have Clarand as the champion duelist, you know, from law enforcement. Okay, let's see here. Enough fooling around. Check the bottle.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle?
Okay, is there like chlorophyll or something? Like she knocked out Edgar with the smell? Only a small amount of liquid is left inside the bottle, and streaks of residue can be seen on both the mouth and the sides of the vessel. It seems like someone forcibly poured out whatever was inside the bottle. Okay, why'd they dump it? I have a feeling the liquid in this bottle is...
Really? You think so?
Is it a ghost? Or is it a poison? Okay, what's back here? So we've got something in the bushes. Hold on. Chop these bushes out. Okay, flower beds. Okay, there's invisible flowers here.
Do you think whoever did this was hiding in the flowers before they attacked Edgar?
Possibly. There are no footprints in the flower beds, and it doesn't look like any of the branches or leaves have been disturbed until I cut them. Okay, unless the culprit was your size, that would be pretty difficult.
True.
Okay. Okay. And then it looks like we could question Ood and Blaze. Ood. Here we go.
I checked. It doesn't look like anyone passed through here.
Oh, but that's impossible. It's not like that kid can just grow some wings and fly away.
That kid?
Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could have just disappeared into thin air.
Okay, it looks like they know more about the culprit than they're letting on. Maybe, I think it is Kirya, and they know who Kirya is. Kiryu. No, I'm just kidding. Kazuma Kiryu. Alright, here we go.
Well, we looked all over, but the only clue we found was that bottle.
Mm-hmm. No footprints.
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
Absolutely. You and Emilie carefully move Edgar inside. Damn, dude.
So, how's he doing?
Yeah.
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a certain liquid. He's still unconscious, and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now.
We found this bottle just now.
Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical composition is still unclear. We'll have to do further tests to determine if it's the same liquid and how toxic it is to the human body.
Oh yeah, they did mention that Emily's not just a perfumer, she's also like a forensic investigator. So that's why this is the direction they're taking with this story quest. Makes sense.
But first, I do believe there are two people who could shed some light on the situation.
These guys are acting super suspicious.
Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
Wait, you know...
Oh, okay, so those are real names?
Hey!
Oh crap, you guys are cooked.
Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we've never heard of those names before.
Dude, you just reacted to them, man.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste.
Oh.
There were 4 people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others.
Okay.
A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and 2 merchant brothers responsible for promoting the product on the market.
That's why she was like, merchant brothers earlier.
The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. Their actions lured in numerous speculators and profiteers, inflating the price of Auguste even further. In the end, they were sent to the Fortress of Meripede for falsifying their accounts and destabilizing the market. If you do the math, they should be out of prison by now.
Damn, she's just saying this all out in the open to them? What if they try to like run or something?
And what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
He said that almost like Southern, like, there are plenty of merchant families in Fontaine.
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now, the name registered immediately.
Ooh.
Ah, Miss Emilie, out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in Fontaine, I'm inclined to believe that was simply a poor attempt at humor.
Dude.
You have a bright future ahead of you.
Ooh, the dude.
You wouldn't want to develop a reputation as someone who throws around false accusations.
We should just smack this guy.
Merchant circle.
We should just handcuff these guys right now, dude. They're suspects.
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, you took it to be alcohol.
Okay, see, they didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, just as I thought.
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't particularly renowned, but I'm certain any respectable perfume merchant in Fontaine would know of it.
Damn, she's just outing these guys straight up, man.
Unless
exposing them.
Recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world.
Damn.
Somewhere like The Fortress of Meripede, perhaps?
Dang, she just like set up an elaborate trap for these guys, you know? Like she just exposed them subtly. That's cool.
Emilie, you little.
Smart. Don't even think about it. Oh shit, damn, we just pulled the sword out on him. Ooh, dang, okay, I gotta screenshot that. Ew.
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain.
Ooh.
I don't bring this up to criticize you. No matter what happened all those years ago, the court has already passed its judgment. But Master's life is in danger. We need to learn whatever we can about the person who has done this.
Okay.
If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine the two of you might also be in danger.
Okay.
So I'd like to trouble you for some information, if I may. Tell me about Kyria.
Yeah. Damn, you like.
Fine, as you wish.
Damn, like it's his ex-girlfriend or something.
Sylvain!
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria, then
Kyria's
it will
a
be
dude,
all
right?
worth it.
I think.
Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orally anyway.
Is he supposed to be whispering? He's like this, but he's talking really loud.
You were right, Miss Emilie. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, Lucian, Edgar, and a researcher from Sumeru in charge of flower cultivation.
Vijava.
Sometime down the road, the Marechaussee Phantom came knocking, saddled us with a list of accusations, and started looking into our books. Oh, they did their meddling, and my brother Edgar and I were forced to serve time in the fortress as a result.
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him.
Okay.
Still, Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead.
Cool.
That's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study under him for a little while. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher, Vijava.
Yeah, tell us about Vijava.
Like us, Vijava was also staring down an investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the mora we managed to earn. All the Auguste flowers, everything we worked to create, was reduced to nothing but a pile of ash.
Okay, I'm not hating, but this guy's voice acting is a little bit like too theatrical, you know? He's like going a little over the top with it. Like he's telling a story like to children or something, like in a puppet show or something.
But destroying all that evidence, wouldn't that make things worse for her?
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fire as well.
Damn.
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
So far, Kyria's name still hasn't come up.
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either. But you two seem quite familiar with him.
Oh, now they're looking at each other again. These guys are too obvious, dude. These are like stooges right here.
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother.
Oh.
He was just a clueless kid back then. Somewhere in his teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes, but that was pretty much it. He didn't have any idea what we were doing.
Okay.
Vijava kept him close most of the time. The 3 of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently, when people started saying the Auguste flower had reappeared in Sumeru.
Damn, this guy's voice, dude, I can't get over it. He says everything like it's like he's reading a horror story, like a creepypasta or something.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce the Auguste flower?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her. If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyria's the one that has it.
Okay.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate the perfume itself.
Oh.
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste.
Wait,
does that mean Auguste is
the
poison?
poison?
Poison? No. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be ingested. Even small amounts can be dangerous, let alone ingesting a whole bottle at once.
That just reminds me of the scene in Elf when he tries to spray the perfume in his mouth.
If a goose could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because Kyria forced him to drink perfume.
Damn.
It just happened to be a goose.
A goose. Jesus, this voice actor is making me laugh, dude. Strange. Sylvain seems nervous all of a sudden. Why did Kyria attack Edgar?
He probably thought we had something to do with his sister's death. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea why she did all that. We're not looking for Kyria because we have it out for him. We just wanted to see how he was doing. And, if possible, work together to bring back a ghost.
A ghost.
We only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation.
Damn,
It had
man.
nothing to do with the product itself.
Okay, I'd rather have a voice actor like overact than like be boring though, honestly. All right, let's
As
go.
long as we keep things honest this time around, bringing the product back to market would almost be like honoring his sister's memory.
So that's why you never mentioned Kyria during your interrogation?
Yes, exactly. We were just looking out for the kid.
Anyway, that's all we know.
Anyway.
If you're looking for information on what's in a goose or what to do if you ingest it, there are only two people
All right.
to ask.
Okay.
Edgar
Yeah.
or Kyria himself.
Okay, this dialogue kind of meandered a little bit. I'm like, when are we going to go searching for Kyria already, you know?
Well, at least we're able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested was in fact a goose. That gives us a direction for further testing. Well then, I'd say that was a very enlightening discussion.
That's how I feel. It's like, oh, come on, man.
Well, glad to hear it. Lucian, let's head back to the room and rest a bit. With everything that's happened, there are things that need reconsidering.
Wow, he has to say that all evil and suspicious.
Yes, of course.
So obvious, dude. Ooh, I'd almost want to give this guy a standing ovation, honestly. Like, bravo! They're still hiding something.
Oh, you think so too? That does seem to be the case. Pity we don't have more evidence.
Well, let's go get more evidence,
But
Emilie.
based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now, I
See?
suspect further questioning will only result in more made-up answers.
Even she noticed it, so it's in canon that he said, that's not just the voice actor overacting. In canon, he has like a super suspicious voice.
The way you exposed them like that, just based on a hunch, that was genius!
Are you really just a perfumer who looks after people in your spare time?
Oh, right. Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor, and that your patients were unusual.
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter are already dead.
Damn, okay, that was cold right there.
So you're a forensic doctor?
Oh, man.
Close. I'm actually a forensic cleaner. Once the forensic team and the Marechaussee Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world.
Oh,
In
damn.
fact, with just a small alteration to the formula, the same tincture used as the base of perfume can also be made into a cleaning agent.
Can you imagine that in real life? That doesn't sound like a very pleasant job, honestly.
Basically, there are two sides to forensics. Those who collect evidence to expose the truth, and those who clean up the smells, bloodstains, and other substances left behind at the scene.
That does not sound pleasant.
I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death.
Damn.
But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to Tainari and the officers at Port Ormos? We should update them on the situation.
Will do.
I'll stay here and continue to look after Master. Now that we have a sample of Auguste, I'm hoping further analysis won't be too difficult.
All right. Okay. Can we interact with anything here first before we head out? Oops. Damn, I keep pressing
Master looks
X.
a lot older than when I last saw him.
Damn.
I just hope he can hold on.
Me too. Me too. There we go. All right. Hold on, Edgar. We got this. Oh, perfume bottle. There's only a small amount of liquid left in the bottle. According to Sylvain, the liquid is none other than the famed Auguste perfume. Okay. Is there anything else here? I think we already examined the flower stand earlier, so should be fine. Let's go ahead and exit and find Tainari and the officers. down by the port, which is just below us. Let's jump down there. Yeah, for some reason I keep forgetting the controls because it's been a while. I've been playing like Zenless Zone Zero a lot, so I've been like forgetting the controls in Genshin, you know? Like in Zenless Zone Zero, you can't even jump, so. Alright, let's see here. Come on. Go down there. Where's Tainari? Alright, there they are. Okay, who's he talking to? Shum.
Whoa, why the rush? Did something happen?
Yes. You explain everything. Did they not hear someone like forcing perfume down a guy's throat?
Edgar was attacked. He's the most famous perfumer in the region. Someone who's helped countless people around Port Ormos. How could this happen?
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but we've got eyes all over the area. I'm sure someone's seen Kyria. I'll start gathering my forces.
Yeah.
We won't let him get away.
Forces. Hi, forces.
What about you, Tainari?
Okay.
Do you have a plan?
Yeah, what's the plan?
I'm sure the sheriff can handle things over at the scene, and I doubt Emilie needs my help looking after Mr. Edgar.
Okay.
But she said she's not a real doctor.
Then she was far too modest. She may not be a doctor by trade, but she has a deeper understanding of human anatomy and pharmacology than most scholars from the Amorta Darshan.
Okay.
Not to mention the fact that Mr. Edgar's condition is related to perfume. Emilie is certainly in the best position to help him.
Okay.
As for me, I'll head to the academia and see what I can learn about Vijava and Kyria.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Vijava was supposed to be a scholar from Sumeru. Do you recognize the name?
From Emilie's letter, certainly, but that was the first time I'd heard of it. The academia produces a lot of scholars, and there are plenty of graduates who choose to pursue a career outside their darshan. I didn't have time to look into it earlier, but now it seems like Vijava's past could be critical to getting to the bottom of what happened to Mr. Edgar.
Okay.
I have friends in Sumeru City that can help me investigate. With any luck, we'll have news to share by tomorrow. I'll leave you and Emilie to watch over things here in Port Ormos.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. Count on us. I bet we're gonna have to fast forward time. That's gonna be the next step in the quest. Yep, wait until the next day. 7-11. Got it. That's usually how story quests go in Genshin. Alright, so 7-11. Okay, let's just go to like 7, whatever. Like a little past 7. That's fine. It's hard to do this precisely when you're doing it on the PS5 controller, you know, especially if you have stick drift. Alright, tick-tock, there we go. It's bright again. Daytime. Alright, now what?
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emilie's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first.
Alright, I agree, Paimon. Let's go check on Edgar, aka Emilie's master. Oh my gosh. Dude, oh, the elevator's coming down. Okay, it was almost about to smash my head right there. I was like, I could probably just go on the teleporter or something, but that's okay. Let's take the lift. There we go. Alright. Oh, shoot. Almost like slashed my way outside of the elevator. Then I don't have to wait again or take the telly. Alright, here we go. At least that's not too long. Let's go up and see what's going on with Edgar. Alright. Oh. Oh. Damn, she looks sad.
Emilie!
Hey, how's Edgar?
No longer in critical condition, thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness soon. My chemical analysis of a goose also went smoothly, although it certainly raised some questions.
Questions?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Elemental energy?
Would that have an effect on the body?
Hard to say. It was such a minute amount, proportionally speaking, like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean. I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample. Unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy, I doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years.
Okay.
As for whether Master's condition was caused by the elemental energy present in the sample or some other component of the perfume, it's still too early to say.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. Did Tainari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a look.
I received a message from him last night, but I haven't heard anything since. The message said he was looking into some information at the academia.
Oh, Paimon thought he might have stopped by to see you first. Excuse me?
Oh.
Is Miss Emilie here?
Oh, who's this? Okay, is that Kale? Kale?
Oh, perfect. Familiar
Hey,
faces.
long
Traveler,
time no
Paimon,
see.
you're here too.
Yeah. All right, it's been a while since I've talked to Kale in the game.
Kale. Ah, of course. Tainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. And please, no need for formalities. Emilie is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss, Emilie.
Almost slipped there.
Did Tainari send you here, Kale?
Kale's so polite.
Yep. Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night and still haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me to come and give you an update. Anyway, based on what they've reviewed so far, they believe there's no indication that a researcher by the name of Vijava ever passed through the academia.
Could it have been an alias?
Master considered that possibility as well, but the name wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research direction or background, but also couldn't find a match. How is that possible?
Maybe her identity as a researcher from Sumeru was a ruse all along.
It's starting to seem very likely. If we want to figure out her true identity, I'm afraid another conversation with those two merchants might be our only...
Oh, shoot. Uh-oh.
Lucian!
Oh crap, that voice, it's...
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Kirio came back, do you?
Oh crap.
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them.
Let's go inside and check. Crap. Alright. What's going on, man? What's going on here? Okay, so we can enter Lucian or Sylvain's room. Huh. Let's go to Sylvain's first. You rush into the hallway and head for Sylvain's room. You try to enter, but the door won't budge. I'll try to break it open. Oh, shoot. The door gives way with a bang, and you enter the room.
There's no one here.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Lucian!
Maybe they were in Lucian's room?
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry, let's check next door!
Okay, I wonder why I gave us a choice to choose the doors. Like, if that makes any kind of difference, you know? I didn't see anything to interact with in there. Maybe I moved too fast, though.
Lucian!
Oh, crap.
Lucian!
Oh, damn.
Come
Effects.
on! Wake up!
Oh, shoot. Is he okay? Damn. Shoot, is he going to be okay?
Emilie, my brother, he's gonna be okay, right?
Oh, crap.
He's just unconscious. Like what happened to Edgar.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's not just unconscious. I have a feeling he's dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain. But we were too late this time.
Damn, I wonder if we went to Lucian's room first, if it would not have been too... I doubt it. These usually have fixed outcomes, but I'm just curious now.
No, that's not possible.
Damn.
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock. He needs some space to calm down.
Yeah.
Could one of you take him next door? It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Dang.
Of course. Leave it to me.
I'll notify the sheriff.
Thank you both.
Damn. Okay, we need to find this culprit now, dude. He's killing people.
Mr.
He or
Sylvain,
she.
let's get you up. Here, take my hand. Nice and slow.
Dang.
We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
All right. Damn. Shoot. Wow. Okay, dang. This is moving
Poor
fast.
guy. He's like a shell of his former self.
Mm-hmm.
He may have made some bad decisions in life, but right now, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for him.
Yep.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful.
Mm-hmm.
All the moments he shared with his brother, every hardship and triumph they endured together, are now memories he has to carry alone.
Maybe that's what Kirio wanted.
If Kirio really was behind this, then what exactly did he do to Lucian?
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can. Traveler, I've got things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
All right, let's do it. Damn, dude. Killing people with perfume, man. That's crazy. Some time passes and the sheriff Sham rushes to the scene.
Who would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air, and now this happens. Miss Emilie, I heard you're an experienced forensic doctor. Have you been able to discover anything?
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to have some relevant knowledge.
She's so modest.
I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity of the body, it appears the time of death was sometime last night. I'd have to do a more thorough investigation to find out more.
So even if we did get to him sooner, he would have been dead already.
Then, would you mind helping us investigate? Before he left, Tainari said we could trust your judgment if something like this were to happen.
Of course, I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so the sooner we investigate, the better.
All right, let's do this.
We'll help too. We don't know much about dead bodies, but you can leave the other clues to us.
Well, at least they're burning some incense or something behind us, because I'm like, this might start to smell after a while, you know? Actually, I don't know. How soon does a body start to smell after death? Okay. Oh, where was that incense burner? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Well, let's check. Let's go, like, I don't know. Let's go clockwise, I guess, is what I want to do. I don't know. Here we go. All right, so let's check out the door. This door leads to the hallway. The log is intact, and there are no signs of damage. This door was probably locked last night.
And the windows are shut tight, too. Seems like the only way to get in would have been through Sylvain's room.
Okay. Interesting. Incense? The incense slowly rising into the air. It seems familiar somehow. Okay. Emilie, or actually the cabinet. The space inside the cabinet is divided into various compartments. It doesn't look like a person can hide in there. Okay. Emilie?
Pupils are dilated. Skin is flushed. No overt external injuries or signs of a struggle.
Okay. We've got luggage. That Emilie's luggage? This bag is stuffed with clothes and other daily necessities. It's quite heavy. Okay, Shum.
To tell you the truth, the exhibition has left us quite short-handed. We're lucky to have your help.
No problem, sir. We're always happy to help wherever we go. Okay, so we got the flowers. Corners are filled with flowers from different nations. The fragrance is incredibly strong. Okay, then looks like we can go to Sylvain's room.
Looks like we've investigated as much as we can. Let's go report back to Emilie and Sham.
Can we look at the other room first? Oh. This door leads to Sylvain's room. I can hear faint voices coming from the other side.
Why?
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh, Kale's the one that's comforting him. Sylvain still needs more time to calm down. We should finish investigating Lucien's room first. Okay. Are there any traces if I go into Elemental Sight? No, huh? Alright, let's talk to Emilie. Oh.
So, did you find anything?
Yes. There are no signs of forced entry. The only way in the inn would have been through Sylvain's room.
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
Why is Paimon showing us? Oh, okay. She drew that out. Interesting. Okay.
But entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain. Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who?
Well, maybe he's just a very good actor, but he seems genuinely, like, shocked, you know?
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have a motive.
Yeah, why would he do that?
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our only available witness. We have to take his statement.
I agree. Also, I've made some new discoveries, so we might as well head next door and go through everything together.
Okay. Let's do it. Alright. Oh, I can examine the body now. The body has been cold for some time already, and there are no signs of a struggle. No further clues have been found yet. Okay. Alright, let's head back into Sylvain's room. Interesting. This is like a mystery right here. It's kind of fun. You enter Sylvain's room. He looks much calmer.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon. Did you see or hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful. We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway.
Okay.
The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from the other room, we could help each other. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucian was...
You know what? Do you think they put the poison, do you think they put Auguste into the incense burner and then they, killed him slowly and, gassed him overnight?
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room.
Because then they could have slipped something in the incense, while these guys were away or something, you know?
No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucian's body. What kind of cause of death are we dealing with here?
I think he was poisoned in his sleep from the incense.
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucian's pupils were dilated and his skin was flushed, very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was forced to ingest anything. The more plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance without knowing it. And I'd say that substance was likely Auguste.
Administered via the incense burner, I bet.
Auguste? No, that's not possible. Inhaling Auguste won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night.
Just one night? So you're saying prolonged exposure is dangerous?
No, that's not what I meant. Emilie, you ran your tests, didn't you? Go on. Tell everyone whether you found any poison.
No, I didn't find any common toxins.
No, common toxins, but what about Auguste?
See? Auguste is harmless. The market response proved that years ago.
That may be true
Oh,
for
shoot.
most people,
Just got up.
but not for everyone.
Oh. Master.
Master!
I just had a feeling that would be the line.
Edgar? You're up and about already?
Thanks to Emilie, I'm out of the woods for now. Sylvain, no matter how hard you may try to hide it, the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
So maybe they knew Auguste was poisoned in certain doses or something.
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be? No, he would never give up. Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
Yelena? Who's Yelena? His wife or something? Or his lover?
Vijava's real name.
Oh.
Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exiled Fatus from Snezhnaya.
Oh, Fatus?
The Fatui. Well, that means the elemental energy present in Auguste was...
Ah, so you've already detected it. Well, Sylvain, looks like there's truly no reason to hide things now.
Was it like a form of delusion or something?
Oh,
The Auguste flower was created with the mutative and distorting power of a delusion.
Just like what happened to Tepe, man. Who remembers Tepe? Let's remember him like Harambe. Unzip, okay?
A delusion?
Oh,
The
man.
Fatui...
D's out
delusions.
for Tepe.
I never would have thought Auguste was hiding this many secrets.
Damn.
Born of a delusion, Auguste contained distorted elemental energy. A prolonged exposure over many years could have a harmful effect on the body.
Kind of like this music.
that's enough, Edgar. I'll take it from here. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower. But no one knew how long the perfume mania was going to last back then. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we postponed going to market was another day of lost earning potential.
That's what they do.
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
Damn.
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about Auguste being harmful over time, Yelena was just speculating. The impact was practically negligible. Unless you were particularly sensitive to elemental energy or had an entire bottle shoved down your throat like Edgar. You could use the product for decades and be completely fine.
This kind of reminds me of like lead poisoning. You know what I mean? Like how lead used to be in so many things, like paints and glazes, and it used to be like in gasoline, so it was in the atmosphere, and like people would just get slowly poisoned, and we didn't even know about that until like the 60s or something.
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine, but even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing a product to market despite explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a serious crime.
Damn. The divine and noble Auguste originated from a delusion. If the truth came out, the market for your product would be destroyed.
That explains why you were so intent on keeping Yelena and Kyria's involvement a secret all this time, despite readily confessing to all your financial crimes. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the Marechaussee Phantom discovered the connection between the three, there would have been enough evidence to send you to the Fortress of Meripede for life.
Damn.
Ha! If I'd known coming to Sumeru would put a target on my back, I would have been more than happy to stay there.
Oh, damn.
At least that way, Lucian would still be alive. All these years without any sign of Kyria, and he pops up out of nowhere the minute my brother and I get out of prison? It couldn't be any clearer who the kid's after. Auguste was harmless before. The fact that it's killing people all of a sudden must be his doing as well.
So there's bad blood between you.
What about Yelena's death? Was that a cover-up too? A way to destroy evidence?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point.
But?
We took care to disguise the product circulating on the market, and no one was questioning Yelena's fake identity. But if the Marechaussee Phantom decided to look into the flower beds, it would have been the end. Yelena's ties to the Fatui, the role of the delusion, everything would have been exposed. Before we could even put our plan in motion, Yelena beat us to it. She burned all her flower beds and threw herself into the fire as well.
The thought of that is kind of dark, you know, and I kind of like how Genshin is getting a little bit less shy about these kind of, you know, slightly darker tinged storylines.
But if her goal was to destroy evidence, there would have been no reason to do that to herself. Yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
There's more to it than that.
I thought about it for a long time, but it wasn't until just now that I finally understood her reasoning. Everything she did, it was for her brother, Kyria. One of the reasons they defected from the Fatui was the deterioration of Yelena's body due to her excessive use of a delusion. She didn't want her brother to follow in her footsteps after her death. After arriving in Fontaine, Yelena continued using the delusion to cultivate the Auguste flower, weakening her body even further. There were times when she couldn't even walk.
So she couldn't flee with her brother because she was afraid of holding him back.
If her true identity was exposed, she and her brother would face pressure from both Snezhnaya and Fontaine. The Auguste flower and Yelena's own corroded body both bore the mark of a delusion. There would have been no way to avoid suspicion. So, in the end, she burnt it all to ash, including herself. With all the evidence erased, Kyria was free to take the Mora and run.
Damn.
So the wealth you earned from Auguste, it wasn't destroyed in the fire. Yelena gave it to her brother?
Most likely. Before Yelena died, she said if anything happened to her, she was going to leave everything to her brother. We just didn't realize she meant our cut as well. That's why Lucian and I were searching for Kyria, to take back our Mora and the Auguste flower. We just didn't realize Kyria was baiting us the whole time. It was all a trap.
Dang.
But why is Kyria out for revenge anyway? Doesn't he know about Yelena's decision to sacrifice herself?
I don't think it matters to him.
I don't think he knew his sister was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him. to conceal her deteriorating appearance. She kept herself busy with work to keep out of sight. That way her brother wouldn't notice how she could barely walk.
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kiria what really happened, and then he'll give up on his revenge.
I don't know about that, Paimon. I think he's blinded by, desire for vengeance or something, you know?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Even if he knew the truth, he'd still find someone to blame.
Yep.
He might think Yelena was forced into using a delusion to cultivate a ghost. Or something like that.
Yeah, people tend to act irrationally, or maybe rationally, like they tend to rationalize things in order to justify their anger, you know?
It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of hatred.
Yep.
Especially when you've been living in that headspace for so many years.
Very true. Even if Yelena's death was her own choice, I wouldn't call myself innocent either.
Edgar, what are you talking about?
Think about it, Sylvain. If we hadn't been in such a hurry to capitalize on the perfume mania all those years ago, do you think Yelena would have elected to take those risks? If we hadn't been so blinded by greed, so insistent on increasing the scale of the flower cultivation, do you think Yelena's health would have deteriorated as fast as it did? If we hadn't invited the Marechaussee Phantom to our doorstep by breaking the law at every turn, Yelena could have survived.
She knew her limits. She knew her days were numbered. Maybe it was for her brother, but she was in it for the Mora just as much as us.
I don't know about that.
We were just trying to earn a bit of Mora. And what, we deserve to die for that? Target me for being the mastermind, sure. But what about Lucien? He was just following my orders. Lucien's crime, was it really so extreme that he had to pay for it with his life?
The only person that can answer that question is a judge.
Oh.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway. Drag me back to Fontaine to stand trial. I don't care.
Okay, small detail, but I think they meant to say I've said my piece as in P-E-A-C-E, not piece as in like a piece of cake, you know?
3 people from Fontaine, 1 from Snezhnaya, and a crime committed in Port Ormos. What a headache.
Yeah, whose jurisdiction is this? What's gonna happen?
Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends someone to deal with it. I'm guessing we'll have to contact Fontaine as well. In any case, we won't really know anything until tomorrow.
What if Sylvain's a flight risk?
With the exhibition, we don't even have space in Port Ormos to detain anyone. Such a headache.
Can they lock him in this room or something?
The hotel could suffice. You could station a few officers to keep an eye on Sylvain and myself. Although with Sylvain's mental state and my physical one, I don't think you need to worry about
what
a
if
jailbreak.
Kiria breaks in somehow or something and then kills Sylvain or something, you know?
Mr. Edgar, are you saying...
If Sylvain is to stand trial, then I deserve the same fate.
Damn.
A crime is a crime, accomplice or not.
At least he's willing to take responsibility.
I'd just like to take care of a few things before I go. Say goodbye to my plants and all that.
Because his plants are like his babies.
As for Sylvain, I'm sure he also has some goodbyes of his own.
Damn. Yeah, this guy just lost his brother, man.
Would you be willing to grant that request, Sheriff?
Well, all right. I'll talk to the Academia. No matter who you were in Fontaine or what crimes you committed, the man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person. Your request is granted.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
But if we wait till tomorrow, doesn't that mean something could still happen tonight? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Happen tonight? Oh.
Yeah.
You mean the possibility that Kiria might try to finish what he started?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all we know is that he uses a goose to poison people, but we still have no idea how to catch him in the act.
Yeah, we don't even know how he put it in the incense burner or anything, really.
If he targets Sylvain or Edgar again, we might not be able to stop him.
We have to find him.
That may be true, But what if we can take advantage of his desperation?
Desperation?
If we take advantage of this situation and lure him in on purpose, we might finally have the chance to talk to him.
Master, no. That's too dangerous.
It's the only way, Emilie.
So, that's your plan.
So funny.
If Kyria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, his last chance to enact his revenge would be tonight. In other words, you want to use us as bait to capture him.
Capture? Not necessarily. I just want to talk. What? Are you afraid of him?
Afraid?
Oh,
This
crap.
is my only chance to make him pay for what he did.
Now we have two people who are blinded by revenge and hatred.
I'm spending the rest of my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset with our fortune. There's no way I'm letting him get away with it. Not after what he did to Lucian.
Okay, if he really wants his revenge like this, though, he kind of is being pretty stupid because he just basically told the sheriff and everyone else like that he's willing to kill Kyria. You know what I mean?
As for the danger, everyone else just needs to make preparations in advance to protect us.
I'll admit, it could work. We just need to spread the word that Edgar and Sylvain are leaving tomorrow. Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel. If we have your assistance as well, our chance of success would be even higher.
Okay.
I still have some reservations. But if you insist on carrying out this plan, I won't deny you my help.
We can help stand guard.
I'll also keep watch.
All right, Kale.
Although I think Sylvain and myself should remain alone in our respective rooms.
Right.
If Kyria noticed another person in the room, he might decide to turn back. And besides, it's possible he's already transformed Auguste into a potent toxic gas.
You mean if he doesn't see a way to get his hands on the two of you, he might get so desperate that he'll just start using Auguste on everybody?
Damn.
If that were to happen, everyone standing guard, even the innocent citizens in Port Ormos would all be in danger.
How would he administer it? Like a massive gas bomb or something? Or he just like release it into the wind or something like that?
That's why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
Damn, calm down, Edgar. You need to rest.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
This old pack of bones doesn't bounce back like it used to. I suppose I'll just have to leave the rest to you.
Yeah, just leave it to us,
All
Edgar.
right, we can figure out a plan to keep watch later. Right now, I say we split up, start spreading that information before it's too late.
All right. Let's do it. With everyone's help, the news about Auguste, as well as Edgar and Sylvain's departure, spread, I think is what it said. It's way too fast. Alright, so we're telling everybody about Sylvain and Edgar, I guess. Spreading the news to bait Kyria into trying to poison someone again.
Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away tomorrow.
What? He's the one who helped craft all the fragrances for our shop.
Paimon's telling people too, which is good because she's very loud.
Perfume. How could this happen?
He hasn't been convicted yet. Let's just wait and see what the court has to say.
I like this guy's accent. He's kind of like an Australian accent a little bit.
Oh, everyone on the street is talking about the rumors. No matter where Kyria is hiding, he must have heard them by now. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it.
Okay, we only told like 4 people though. No, that was only the people that we saw. Okay, let's head back up. You know, I really liked the music during that cutscene. It was interesting. Like, it had an interesting vibe and mood to it, you know, when they were doing the whole revelation about the past and everything. All right, what's the fastest way to get over there? Should I teleport up there? There we go. Let's just do that. Yeah, like, it had an interesting mood to it. I couldn't quite put my finger on it because it wasn't really sad. At the same time, it had like little uplifting notes in it. It was a really interesting sound. All right, let's see here. Kale.
Emilie, Sheriff Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the Night Watch.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here, I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
Why, Kale?
Oh, it's not good to be so tense, especially when we've got a long night ahead of us. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something seems to be on your mind.
Was it that obvious?
You seem very preoccupied with Kyria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to listen.
Oh, Hey, Emilie, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway.
What's going on?
I've just been thinking. If Kyria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucien last night?
That's a good question, Kale. Why not?
There was just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way. Don't you think?
That is suspicious.
When I accompanied Sylvain to his room after Lucien died and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
It's kind of twisted, damn.
So did he attack Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
Based on what we've heard about Kyria, that may very well be the case.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred?
Kale?
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
Can you imagine vengeful Kale, though? Like if Tighnari was killed or something and she has like an angry mode, like a psycho mode? That'd be crazy.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In all my years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment. Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull.
Damn.
Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally.
That's a good analogy.
So while you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions? Answering those questions requires a lot of time and evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our reach. I've witnessed a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered, and the whole picture ever incomplete.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kyria, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of loss. But that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late.
That is true.
I understand Kyria's decision, but I still want to stop him. Master, Sylvain, and Kyria. They all deserve to survive.
Damn, Emilie values life.
The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Oh shoot, Edgar's just spying on us from the flowers. Oh, does he know more than he's letting on? Yeah, what you said is true though. Like when you're going through a lot of grief or something, it's like an emotional situation. You can't really think rationally like that.
Oh, it's you two. Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
A little exercise never hurt anyone. Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru. so I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
We could do that for you, Master.
No need. I've grown attached to these flowers, and this is my last chance to say goodbye. Come tomorrow. I'll be happy to entrust their care to you.
We're gonna be like their foster parents while he's in prison or whatever.
I would imagine Sheriff Sham is here for a more important reason.
Yeah, what's going on, Sheriff?
The Night Watch! You mentioned earlier that we still need to confirm our plans.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room.
Next to Sylvain's room? You mean in Lucien's room?
Exactly. After some discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next. You're the most skilled fighter here, Traveler. And Emilie's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two stationed next to Sylvain's room. So, are you up for it?
Fine with me. What about you, Emilie?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll be glad to have your help tonight, Traveler.
All right. Cool, so we get to work together with Emilie. Let's go ahead and enter Lucien's room. Oh, that was Edgar's room. I think I need to go to the other building, right? Okay. Can we talk to Edgar first? Oh, damn. Okay, dude, cover your mouth at least, man. He's coughing right on my chest. Right, I'm on my exposed abs, dude. He coughed right on my stomach. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's go to Lucien's room. And let's go ahead and protect it and keep watch. You waited in Lucien's room for quite a long time. Oh. Eh?
Not a peep. Has Kiria given up on his revenge?
Just like that? No, he might be trying to do it a different way or something. Like, he might be onto us.
Guess we'll have to keep at it.
What if he's like 3 steps ahead of us? The night deepens as the time passes.
Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Shem hasn't issued a warning either. I feel like we should like check the perimeter or something.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes.
Maybe?
No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped off the Marechaussee Phantom years ago.
And he already killed Lucien. There's no reason to stop there.
There must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty.
We can't abandon our post. There's nothing here that we can use to make tea.
You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then, like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Because they don't bloom during the day. They only bloom at night.
Flowers, glaze lilies, incense. Oh no!
Oh shoot,
Sylvain's room,
sound.
quick!
Oh crap.
Wait, what?
Shoot, one of us should have stayed in the other room. Emilie rushes next door. A strange floral fragrance saturates the room. Sylvain lies unmoving in his bed.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
It was the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was
Sylvain.
murdered in cold blood.
First it was Mr. Edgar,
Crikey.
then that merchant named Lucien, and now this.
Listen up, everyone.
Oh.
This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
Why didn't we split up and like Emily stay in one room and then we stay in the other one or something?
It's been 3 days and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
Do you think it could be the work of an evil spirit?
Hmm.
I mean, how do you get away with something like that with so many people watching?
Right.
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
Unless he's like Hollow Man or something, or he could like, turn into vapor himself and like go through walls and stuff. Or through ventilation shafts or something. Or like the crack in a door or something like that. Like he could phase through walls or something like that. Damn. Oh, close up right on her corset.
I suppose I'm next.
You don't know that. Kiria already attacked you once, and you survived. Perhaps he doesn't consider your crime to be worthy of death.
I don't know, Emilie.
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emilie. I never did thank you for that, did I?
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Emily's so humble and modest, dude.
Is that so? I suppose I'm a very fortunate person then. I have exceptional students, caring friends, and the respect of my peers.
Damn.
If it is indeed my time to go, then I'll die without regrets.
All right.
But Kyria has nothing. Yelena is gone. Now, his enemies are too. It really makes you wonder if there's even a reason to keep on living.
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself once we finally catch him.
Well, I hope it all goes well. Emilie, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now. But so many flowers were transported here for the show, some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. I can't let them wither away with no one to care for them.
We could care for them.
Whether Kyria gets to me first, or I'm sent back to Fontaine to stand trial, I won't be around to look after them. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I entrust them to your care?
Of course, Master.
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so I've gotta go.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting. He can be quite impatient.
Hopefully Kyria doesn't sneak into his room while she's away. Dang, I have a bad feeling about this. Now he's being left alone.
Master.
Well, at least he said he was at peace, you know, like he can go peacefully. So, he has no regrets. Meanwhile, in Sylvain's room.
Wow, another all-nighter. Paimon sure hopes Emilie's plan will go well. Oh, but Kali still looks quite worried. Let's go talk to her.
You know what? Do you think Edgar cooked this all up himself, and now he's gonna, you know, off himself, you know? Like maybe this was his way of getting redemption or something for what happened to Yelena? That might be a possibility.
Emilie still isn't back. I hope she didn't run into any trouble.
She's extremely meticulous. I'm sure she's prepared to handle anything that might come her way.
Yeah, that's true.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. The crowd is gone now too, but I have to admit, I'm not really sure what's going on. After listening to Emilie's plan, I started getting the materials together and arranging personnel. I barely had a second to spare last night. To be honest, I'm still not sure how the crime was committed that night.
It's pretty simple, actually.
The key clue was right in front of us the entire time.
I feel like you've been waiting to say that for a while.
Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
Okay, Paimon. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was in the incense burner. The incense slowly rising into the air. It seems familiar somehow. Emilie checked last night. Turns out it's spirit-born ale. Oh.
Wasn't this incense originally in Lucien's room? It must have been moved here before nightfall yesterday.
Okay. And then we could examine the flowers. The corners are filled with flowers from different nations. The fragrance is incredibly strong. We've read that before. The glazed lily is swaying gently. Its petals close. There's a ring of moisture around the rim of the petals that feels sticky to the touch. Ah, because the glazed lily only opens at night. So maybe they put the poison in there?
This is it!
Yeah, okay. Got it. It's right in front of right under our noses.
Lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before. It's a flower from Liu, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
well,
who's
did
that?
you know it only blooms at night?
Mm-hmm, because you just told us that last night, Emilie.
Emilie, you're back!
How'd it go?
Exactly as expected.
Oh.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelitpala lotus.
Exactly. Although the Neelopala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's closed, the gaps between the petals are too large. That's why Kyria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an Auguste sample.
In order to set up the mechanism, he took a goose and daubed it on the outside of the petals, poured it into the flower pot, soaked the area around the petals. I don't know, did he daub it on the outside to set up the mechanism, or soak the area around the petals? Or poured it into the flower pot. I feel like it's one of these two, but I don't know, we can always just brute force this. Let me go with soak the area around the petals.
There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals. It's one I recognize.
I think he sealed it inside the petals, right? It wouldn't make sense to put on the outside of it, because he wants it to come out when it blooms open at night.
If you stick the petals together with slime condensate, then, in the daytime, the glaze lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Yup. Okay. I think this is it. So let me submit the conclusion here. Or sure, but let's just see what these things have to say. So daubed it on the outside of the petals.
If applied to the outside, you would still be able to smell a goose, even in the daytime.
Exactly.
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That might prevent the substance from taking effect.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he sealed it inside the petals.
That's right. He applied a diluted form of slime condensate to the petals to stick them together and enclosed a sample of Auguste in the center.
Damn, that's a crazy method of like assassination or whatever, or poisoning somebody.
That way, the Auguste would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate into the air. This also allowed the culprit to plant the poison well in advance, while his targets remained oblivious.
You know what? Okay, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I know how you know how Emilie is supposed to be like burn meta? It'd be kind of cooler, in my opinion, if she actually had like some kind of poison, you know? Like that'd make her like really badass, like a Black Widow, you know what I mean?
However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glaze lily from opening at night. So by nightfall, the flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the Auguste trapped inside.
And Kyria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the room during the night.
The glaze lily does the work for him.
By the next morning, the sample of Auguste would have nearly fully evaporated. The glaze lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
And his mission would be accomplished.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of Auguste is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man? And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because Auguste is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
You mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy? So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff? That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago. If the stuff gave them a bad reaction, they would have known from the very start.
It's true.
I wouldn't use the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But that distinction isn't important right now. You can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
He executed the poisoning using the primordial sea, various essential oils, or the incense in the room. Okay, I think... I want to say the incense, but let's just go through all of these. So primordial sea...
In Fontaine, I experienced how drinking primordial seawater made me more attuned to the element of hydro. But that substance would be hard to get around here.
True. Various essential oils.
All kinds of essential oils commonly found in alchemical products can temporarily increase elemental affinity. But it would be difficult to force someone to use them without knowing it.
True. Incense in the room.
The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back on it, I'm almost certain it was the scent of spirit borneal.
Borneal. Okay, spirit borneal.
Scholars use spirit borneal to aid meditation and stimulate their connection to the Dendro Archon.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was the incense in the room, the spirit borneal. Does it matter which one of these I choose?
alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
And Kyria chose Spirit Borneal.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers were pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liwa. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition. What a coincidence.
So who's the one who's shipped the glazed lily here?
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
The exhibition, the hotel, it was all a meticulously designed trap.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
That's Edgar.
He probably used the mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free, but in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
I think Edgar is more involved in this, though, than they're letting on.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kyria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Oh, is he disguised as Edgar? Yeah, I think it's
Creating
Edgar.
Such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily. Setting up the
Yeah.
spirit Borneal in advance. And arranging for Sylvain and Lucien to stay at the hotel.
Yeah, I think this is an elaborate plan to redeem himself for what they did back to Yelena back in the past.
It all points to one person. The expert in charge
He's the
of
only one who
entire
could set this all
exhibition.
up, you know? Alright, but let's just see what it says if I select
The
Kyria.
mora spent to rent out the hotel. The way the Auguste flower was cultivated. The method used to disguise his appearance. It all points to one person. The boy who inherited Yelena's legacy. Her younger brother.
Yeah, Kyria well, there's only two here to select from to associate, you know, but he's disguised as Edgar. The real murderer.
Kyria and Edgar are one and the same.
Alright, submit conclusion. Well, actually, why is his thing still lit up? Hold on. Okay, alright. Oh, hold on. I think I messed this up. There we go.
But Kyria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now.
But then doesn't delusion age you like what it did to Tepe?
Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away, it would be impossible.
Bad news, Sheriff.
Oh,
Mr.
crap.
Edgar was attacked.
Here we go.
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his
Oh,
room.
shoot.
It was giving off a really ominous aura.
Okay.
But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone. Do you think Kyria kidnapped him?
No.
I need you to think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
It's gotta be the delusion.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
Suicide. I'm surprised they put that word in this game. Well, I guess they're not censoring themselves like, you know, YouTube.
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No.
Redemption.
If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death,
That includes himself.
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die,
then there's still one target left.
Okay. Alright, this is getting good. A little bit slower pace, but like I'm actually liking
The
it.
shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
Keeping me engaged.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, even though there's not been a lot of action or a lot of doing on my part, like it's just been kind of like one long cutscene.
Let's ask the merchants nearby.
They've done a good job of keeping me engaged, and the pacing isn't too bad, honestly. Sometimes there's a little bit too much meandering with the dialogue, but here they're doing a pretty good job. All right, let's talk to Babak.
A shadow-like figure with an ominous aura. Sorry, I didn't see anything. I was busy taking inventory.
Yeah, I don't think you can even see anything over this desk, man. Okay. Who else can we talk to here? Someone on this side. Who's this? Oh, damn, he looks like he has a headache. Berbere.
A ghost!
Oh,
It's
crap.
a ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
I saw a black shadow.
Uh-oh, there we
It
go.
ran right past me.
Okay. It's pointing over there. Let's go. And there's another scaredy cat over there.
How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
Dude, we'll find out. Okay, let's see. All right, this way. Pursue Kiria. Okay, we can't talk to him. He's like paralyzed with fear.
This is terrifying.
Oh, shoot. All right, where is he? Okay, he's like all the way down here. Oh, damn, we're hearing all these screams. Okay. Even though there was nobody around here. Here we go.
If we go any further, we'll be out of Port Ormos. There'll be hardly any witnesses.
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long ago. It's this way. Please, follow me.
Got it. Okay. Guess we're gonna go to his lair or something. Let's see here. All right. So it looks like he went down this way into the jungle. Something, man. Can we use these things? Yes. Let's use those. Okay. Oh, is this still the right way? Hold on. Okay. Looks like we have to go up though, huh? Should I even bother like going down this path? Okay. All these lions over here, dude. I think I need to go up actually. Okay, yeah, let's go up here. I should have taken out Xianyun and like maybe like Yalan or something to do this, but that's okay. All right, we're almost there. Up this cliff. Damn, out of stamina. Okay, here we go. Is this it right here? Or am I too high?
The scent is
There
getting
we go.
stronger. This must be the place.
Okay, the secret garden of a ghost. Ooh, there's like a cave right here. All right, here we go. The ominous scent and the fragrance of a goose have led you here. This journey is at its end, and vengeance is nigh. Ooh, okay. All right, I have a feeling they're gonna give me a trial, Emilie. So let's go ahead and bring some pyro characters, so we can test out the burn. I didn't even do her trial, so I don't even know what really works with her. But let's go ahead and bring Xiangling, Bennett, and then it said it wanted a Dendro character, so let's bring Nahida.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Should we bring Farina just for good measure, like just in case, or that will ruin the reactions? Maybe we'll bring Arlecchino or something. That might be a good choice.
No need to fret.
All right.
I shall handle this.
All right, I think this is my team here. Let's go. Yeah, I don't really have many Dendro characters built up, actually. All right. Ooh.
Oh, O's!
O's. That's how you pronounce that? O's? The G is like kind of silent?
Are you all
O's.
right? Were you attacked?
Crap.
No, I'm all right. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden, I didn't feel so hot.
Maybe you got poisoned.
Let me take a look.
Oh, shoot. Is he hiding in the branches?
Heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe.
It's the Agoost.
This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man. I can't just abandon him to die by Curia's hand.
Dude.
Oz, you need to calm down and listen to me.
Yeah.
Edgar is the one we're after. He and Kiria are the same person.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Kiria was in his 30s. Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look decades older, that doesn't seem possible.
Yeah, dude, we'll explain everything later. We
That's
need to
precisely why
continue
he
the
had to
pursuit.
resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
Yep, a delusion.
Kiria used a delusion to bring back the Agoost flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
Dude, you don't get it, Oz.
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru?
I know, man. I get it.
I've yet to
rough.
confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar in Fontaine not long after his release from prison. While Edgar was incarcerated, Kyria started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery, and planning the real Edgar's demise. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose: the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade. And Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to his appearance, and everyone would believe he was exactly who he claimed: Edgar, a perfumer from Fontaine. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills. It would have been a gradual process, one that ensured no one around him would notice anything unusual.
Damn, it's a long, long process just to get revenge, you know?
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel. He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
Dude, he's blinded, Paimon. Not thinking rationally.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's
Dude,
not that kind of person.
man.
He can't be.
Gotta let go, Oz.
What
It's
you
over.
really need is to get out of here and rest.
Get the hell out of here with
No,
that.
I can keep going.
Dude, we need to just like punch him in the stomach and knock him out and then have her like drag him back to this room to rest.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly.
We've just been standing here talking the whole time, dude. We should be like moving while talking at least.
I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze.
There we go.
Please come with me and rest.
There we go, Kale. Thank you.
I'm
Get him
sure
the hell out of
Kyria-
here.
No, Edgar. We
There you
want
go.
any more innocent people implicated in all this.
There we go. Kale using subtle psychology right there.
Kale's right. The
Yep.
Traveler and I will take things from here.
All right.
From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us.
Good job, Kale.
This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us. Actually, now that I think about it, this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture.
Yeah, so go outside and cover the points of entry, please.
I hate to trouble you, but
There we
we
go.
need people to survey the
There we go. All right. Come on, Oz. Go outside and guard the entries, man. Why is he so stubborn?
Thanks.
Is he implicated in this?
Hear that? We're
Yeah, he's
heading
not.
out. There's work to be done.
All right.
Oz, head back to Port Ormos and
Yeah.
start gathering reinforcements.
Oz, get the fuck out of here, man.
Got
There
it.
you go. God, we had to have a long ass conversation just to
Traveler,
convince this bonehead to leave.
Paimon, please be
All right,
careful.
let's go. Yes, come on, man.
For
We need to get
someone whose
moving.
only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Understood, Kale. Don't worry.
Don't worry. This isn't the end.
Yep.
Not for us or for Kyria.
We got this.
We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else. It's time for the mythos to fade into obscurity.
When she has her hands on her hips, you know it's on, man. It's kind of funny because, like, Kale, you know, there's only so many models in Genshin Impact. It's like Kale and Emilie are the same size, like the same height, you know, the same base model, but like Emilie seems way older than Kale, you know? Like way more mature. This is my first time controlling Emilie. I didn't even do her trial yet, so this should be interesting. I don't even know if I have the right characters to do her, you know, her burn meta. Maybe I should have brought Dia or something. I don't know. All right, here we go. Let's just not miss out on any chests, though. Boom.
Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
All right, here we go. Let's try her out. Boom. I don't even know if I'm going to be using her right.
stand back!
That going? All right. Maybe Golba can help?
Boba, get
There we go. Okay.
Make yourselves at home.
All right.
I see everything.
Yeah, I don't think I'm using her correctly at all, honestly. That's okay, though. That's okay. That's okay. All right, let's investigate this. Maybe I should have brought Kale with me.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Okay, how? By using Dendro? Oh, well, this is the thing to lure it, right? This thingy? How do we lure it? Is he like a Sealy? Okay, I think it's like a Sealy. Yeah, we have to kind of like gently nudge it over there. There we go. Her lantern thing looks pretty cool. All right, Dendro Bridge. Got it. Let's keep Emilie up on the screen first. Oh, chest. Almost missed it. I wish they would stay here chest opening line, just so we could hear it, you know? Alright, is there anything else around here? Any other chests before we press forward? Nope. Cool.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers! There are so many of them. Paimon can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
Yeah, he's probably growing them over all the years he's been planning his revenge.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
But why would Kiria need this many Auguste flowers? He only needed a few bottles of Auguste to carry out his plan, right?
Maybe he has a bigger plot he wants to carry out as well or something.
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession with Auguste.
What do you mean?
Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kiria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
Interesting. Yeah, alright, let's see here. This is kind of a melancholy story. I mean, it's kind of heavy, honestly. Especially if you've been dealing with death a lot yourself in life, which I have recently. But I won't go too much into that. I don't want to be getting emotional on camera, honestly. Alright, here we go. Chest. Nice. Alrighty, let's see here. Where up to next? Up there? Okay, I'm not gonna miss anything, am I? What's up here? Any chests? Nope. Got some probably artifacts or something. Or potatoes or cabbages. Let's go over to this side. Alright, more little spots. What do we got here? Artifacts people are just leaving behind carelessly and waste their greatswords. Alright, what's over here? Door of Resurrection. Oh, more monsters. Okay, I need to learn how to use her her abilities properly, honestly. I should have done the trial before I did this story quest. Alright, let's get our lantern out and let's get Xiangling's thing out. And let's get Nahida for more Dendro. Let's just steal her burst just for fun.
This'll brighten up the place.
Ooh, that looks good though. Her burst does look good, honestly, her burst animation. It's very nice. Alright, get this out here. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm doing that correctly. Like, it's kind of hard to tell, you know? Alright, I do like her staff, man. Damn, I know I said it before, like in the reaction to the live stream, but that reminds me of a character from, like Atelier. Like, Atelier Ryza would be, like, wielding a staff like that, you know what I mean? Or that's not her name. Ryza would be wielding that, or Sophie, or Dodona, or whoever you like the most. Actually, I don't think Dodona's their name. I'm probably, like, saying that wrong. I'm probably thinking of something. Not remembering the name correctly. Alright, here we go. The only one I played myself is Ryza, anyway. Alright, which is the most popular one, especially among the male population. Let's just put it that way, the male demographic. There we go. The hetero male demographic. Alright. Ooh, what are those spotlights? Whoa.
Destroys seeds.
Huh.
Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared.
Yeah, they're like black lights. Can we shut them or something? Okay, let's see what she says. Maybe she'll instruct us what to do when we come back here. Okay, investigate this. So that comes out. And this thing comes out. So, do I have to like shut them down or something? Like those lamps? I'm thinking, right? But how do I do that? Do I have to use Dendro power on them or something? Okay, I think it's gonna disappear again, right? Or is it gonna avoid it this time? Okay. Okay. Looks like he avoided the lights on his own this time. I wonder why they bothered showing that. Maybe it's gonna come into play towards the end. Alright, what do we got here? A precious chest? Or is that exquisite? That's exquisite. Okay. Anything else around here? Wow, look at all those big flowers. Alright, what's up here?
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
All right, here we go. It's probably gonna be a climactic battle at the end. And it has to be like a hype cutscene too. Like I bet Emily's gonna get a cutscene for her to shine, you know?
The scent of flowers is getting stronger.
Oh,
We're
there we
almost
go.
at the end.
Did they catch up that fast? No. My strength is just waning.
Oh crap, is that the delusion? Oh shoot, that looks like sinister. I guess that's the point. Oh crap. It's like black. Black and silver.
Matter. This is far enough.
Oh. Oh, is he gonna drink it? Oh crap, is he gonna transform into a monster or something? He's gonna turn into like a Baptist, I bet, or like a Lector. Oh shit. Here we go. Psychedelic cutscene. Oh. Oh, he turned back into Kyria. He's like young again. Oh. So you can kind of reverse the effects of the aging?
This is a garden of Auguste flowers.
Or is he just having a delusion? I mean, like, literally a delusion, not a delusion like the Fatui thing.
But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena?
Oh, shoot. Damn, look at that.
Yelena!
Crap, dang.
You
Just
tried
burned
to
herself.
hide from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran.
Damn.
But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day.
Dang, dude. God, man, that's sad.
Yelena?
Why did he pick the money over staying with his sister, man? Or maybe he just felt like he needed to be obedient towards her out of respect, you know? But, damn, dude. Oh, shoot.
Yelena!
Crap. Damn.
No! Don't leave me! Please!
Dang. Wow. Dang, that's depressing. Oh. Taking a while to fade back. What is he gonna open his eyes to or whatever? Or did the game bug out? Hold on. I can't tell, it's like completely black.
Yelena!
Oh! What's going on? It's like completely black, but it's expecting me to press the button? Oh, there we go. Okay, damn, I was worried there for a second. I was like, did the game bug out or something? Or soft lock? I had to press X to like advance it.
Emilie?
Even though there was no prompt on the screen. That was weird.
I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her, Yelena. We were together.
You're just hallucinating, dude.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No, the amount of Auguste I drank, it should have been enough.
Sorry to say this, but that was a fake.
A fake? But how?
Did we switch it out or something?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind.
So we were ahead of them.
To create a perfect accord.
Okay, so we were like thinking 3 steps ahead or something.
Of perfume making.
Okay, here we go.
In its most primitive form.
Cutscene.
Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
I think Emily's outfit here is a little more appropriate, honestly.
Recreate any scent in the whole world?
Like she's decided to hoe it up over the years, you know?
Not. Certain fragrances in this world
as she
are
blossomed.
simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
Yeah, I feel like people would have liked this look better for her, you know?
I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it. Her
people are crazy. Well, people are like that in real life too, you know.
One of a kind, no more.
Even for things you don't expect, like Stanley Cups and crap like that.
Miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emilie?
I got it.
Oh. I think the only thing I don't really like about her design is the transparent chest part, honestly. Like with the two little like flaps covering it. Like that seems kind of ridiculous and impractical, you know? I don't know.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Okay, Emilie didn't get like her own hype cutscene yet, though. There's just like a flashback type cutscene.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past.
But
recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
What's the difference recently? Is it have to do with the primordial seawater or something?
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together. The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
The past?
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory. But the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. Just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it was a bottle of perfume, nothing more.
Your obsession with Auguste is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Or that you would activate the delusion.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't you? So, Sylvain isn't dead. Since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then. That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on with the sheriff?
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit Borneal and Auguste combination to wreak havoc.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
Damn, let's put it bluntly.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death. Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak.
Sorry to go off topic here, but I just kind of bothers me that you can't see the line where the glass is actually in her spectacles. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't even put like a thin line showing where the actual glass is. Like, it's just a frame, an empty frame. Unless it is actually just an empty frame.
All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see. And all his secrets will be revealed. The same...
Is that so?
Accidentally skipped.
Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
Well, I think he's been resigned to his fate for a while, Paimon.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do. I may have lost in the end, but it was my choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back, is there?
Careful, everyone.
Oh.
The firing is dangerous. I'll lead the way.
Stick close and hurry up. We can't let Edgar die.
Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combined their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve. But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely. It goes without saying that for that time, this idea was a stroke of genius.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those really do seem like flowers you would choose, Yelena.
Damn. And they arrived. Not long after that, the Eremites rush over. Kiria accepts his fate without saying a word. Oh, got a chest. Okay. Damn, okay. I was expecting there to be like a climactic battle or something, but I guess, you know, not all of the story quests, like even, Nouvelettes didn't have like any fighting at all in it, so maybe we'll end this one without having any type of fighting in it, or like a hype cutscene for Emilie. You know what I mean? And thus all the turmoil caused by Auguste finally comes to an end, and I couldn't read the second one. All right, keep your appointment on the second floor of the Hotel de Bourg. Let's head upstairs. Okay, what's going on?
Did you know? Miss Emilie's releasing a new perfume!
Right, I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
That airheaded voice, like Yelena.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify Auguste.
About this perfume, did you use the accord from back in Sumeru?
I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting. I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your liking.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your thoughts.
What if she just like poisons us or something?
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Just leave it to Paimon!
Okay, Paimon's gonna try it on, I guess.
Oh, it smells great!
I'm not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's all right. All feedback is worth considering. Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Speaking of deeper meanings, Kiria's final question.
Right! Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
The language of flowers? Oh, we've heard of that before. Paimon remembers hearing something like, the Cecilia represents the true feelings of the prodigal son?
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. The same is true for the flowers that make up the scent of a ghost. After returning to Fontaine, I did some research, and it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase.
And what is that?
Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with a ghost.
It's also very fitting. Or maybe that's what she hoped for her brother.
You think Kiria knew about that?
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care.
He's probably just too blinded by hatred and all that.
Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. That was his response.
Yeah. It's too far gone.
Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture. Even if that is what she was trying to say, I would never be able to forget her.
Yeah.
Avenging her death? That was the meaning I chose for my life.
Damn.
Kiria cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for.
Kiria.
In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks. Thank you for saving my life, for giving me the chance to learn that a ghost could have carried a very different meaning. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
I bet it's gonna be the end scene. Yep. I just knew the way they were framing the camera. Wow, okay. I wonder if she's gonna be there and we could ask her something still. Okay, it looks like not, but we got Yelena. Let's see what the description is in our inventory. Let's see. Okay, and then I'll give my thoughts on this. A sample of the perfume Emilie made herself. It is based on the legendary Auguste fragrance, chronicled in Fontaine's histories. Tilt the bottle toward the sunlight and you will see this flowing line of graceful text. Forget the past and keep on living. Wow, that's really deep for a perfume tagline, you know? A lot deeper than what we see in, like, real life, which is, you know, kind of, just like marketing fluff, basically. You know what I mean? Alright, looks like Emilie's not up here. Yeah, this is a good spot, though. Let me just turn the dialogue down, just in case. I don't want to keep getting interrupted by Arlecchino here, by Father. Yeah, so... I don't know, I have kind of mixed feelings. Like, this isn't probably not, like, in my top 10, even, or of story quests, of character story quests in Genshin Impact. But it wasn't bad, honestly, for something that didn't really have a lot of combat in it. Like, not as good as Nouvelet's, honestly. Nouvelet's was a lot, I think I rate it better just because it was a lot more emotionally charged and emotionally touching. Like, it nearly brought me, like, it nearly made me choke up just because of how charged some of the topics were in Nouvelet's. But for a story quest without a lot of combat, this wasn't bad at all. The solving of the mystery was paced kind of nicely. Like, I didn't feel like it meandered too much or that there was too much empty or padded dialogue until we got a little bit closer to the end. Like, when they were doing the, like the conclusion, like the outro, it slowed down a little much for me, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest. Like, I feel like they could have kept the pacing just a little tighter there, but it wasn't bad at all. It's not enough to make me want to pull for Emilie, really, if I'm being 100% honest here. But yeah, I think overall as a story quest that doesn't have a lot of combat in it or a lot of actual doing anything, you know, something that's more of just like a dramatic cutscene and mystery solving, wasn't bad at all. Like, it was pretty good, just not in my like top 10 or top 5 or anything like that. But anyway, to keep things fun, keep things interesting here, I think I'm going to do something that I might completely regret with Notlan coming up and Mavuika and all these characters that I want. I'm not going to do a full pull, but my OCD, I was looking at my history, my draw history here, my pull history earlier, and I'm at like 39 pity, and my OCD was like, dude, let me bring that to an even number at least. So let me do at least one wish. I doubt I'm going to get it. If I do, I'm going to like, dude, I might... I might do to myself what Edgar was trying to do to himself. Okay, let's just put it that way. Yeah, let's go ahead and spend on 1 fate here. Oh shoot. Okay, went straight into. Okay, no. All right. Okay, good. It wasn't meant to be. There you go. OCD sated there. Like, now I'm at 40 pity. Okay, and that's ready for Mavuika, dude. I better not pull at all. Dude, you know what I bet? Sorry, I know this is really off topic at this point, but like, I bet they're gonna release that leopard lady first, and like, you know, a few other characters before we get to Mavuika, and then like, I'm gonna be so tempted to pull for those characters in between. But I'm like doing my damnedest to save because I also want to get like whatever her I don't even know what her signature weapon is. I haven't been looking at leaks or anything at all, and I'm trying not to. And I'm trying not to look at leaks anymore, honestly. But I'll probably want to pull for it either way. Honestly, I would pull for Emilie if there was like no characters I was anticipating. You know what I mean? Like if they had not shown us Mavuika or anything, aka Himiko, aka Murata, I probably would not have been hesitant to pull for Emilie. You know, even just a little bit, like a few 10 pulls or something. But let's do her trial really quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I just want to get a good run here because like even with the trial run that we did during the story quest, I feel like I didn't really feel her out or like, you know, use her meta correctly. So let's see here. Yeah, feel her out. Right. There you go. And before people joke about that, let's see here. All right, character description. The Lumiduchi case created by Emilie's elemental skill will attack enemies at intervals. While nearby enemies are burning, scents will periodically created. After the case absorbs 2 scents, the damage AoE, damage dealt, and the number of attacks will increase. Her elemental burst creates a level 3 Lumiduchi case, which will cause scented dew to continuously descend onto nearby enemies for a period of time, and a new Lumiduchi case will be created when it expires. Okay, none of that makes any sense to me. Sometimes these things, because they put all this like lingo and terminology in these things, and it like doesn't always like come together, but I kind of get it. I'm just kind of exaggerating here. So basically, it doesn't seem like there's much I have to do, right? Like I basically just have to trigger burning and then that will produce scents. But how do I know when a scent is produced? Like it doesn't seem to do like a unique animation or anything as I produce scents. Like I don't even know if I'm doing this right now. Her animation, her burst animation is really cool though, I have to admit. Yeah, like I said, I'd pull for her if I wasn't anticipating other characters more. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to tell. Like, is it saying a unique thing? It just says burning, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't say like scent or anything like that. But I guess Nilu's thing is like that too, right? Like it doesn't specifically tell you, or at least I'm not aware of it. I don't have Nilu, so I don't really use Nilu. But if I'm remembering correctly, it doesn't say like bountiful bloom or anything like that, or have like a unique animation if I'm remembering. Or maybe those symbols. Like see now it's paused, I'm noticing those little particle effects, like those little like floating flowers and blossom things. Maybe that means that there's a new scent being created or something. It's kind of hard to tell. Like I wish that it was more visually impactful. You know, like maybe they use some different colors. Like maybe there's a purple scent. Maybe there's like you know, if it's infused with electro or something. Maybe there's a red scent if it's infused with pyro. Well, of course it's going to be because you have to trigger burning. But you know what I mean? Like maybe there's a blue scent to infuse it with hydro. I know there's no difference with what element. It's just burning plus her dendro lamp or what her Lumiduchi lamp or whatever. But I wish they did do something like that, just so you could tell that the scents are being procced, you know. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. If you stick around this long and you listen to the whole thing, I really appreciate you stopping by. Let me know what you think of this story quest yourself. Feel free to leave me some comments. If you do like the video, so leave me a like. And if you want to see me do more story quests, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Take care. Have fun. Bye. Oh, and good luck if you're pulling for Emilie. All right, I'll see you in Nutland.